Okay, so now I'm going to go over a little bit from this paper that says writing equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. I'm actually going to go over two parallels. I'm going to go over numbers 1 and 3 and two perpendiculars 5 and 6. And again, I'm including the answer key in the email so that you can check over your work if you choose to continue um, learning about this on your own. So if they ever ask for equation of a line that is parallel to another line, that means that our slope is going to be exactly the same. So for number 1, the slope here is 1, so my slope is going to stay 1. They want it in slope-intercept form, so this is slope-intercept form. So what I'm going to do is take this point and plug in the numbers for x and y into my equation. So my y was 2, my slope was 1, my x was 2, and I don't know my b. And I'm going to solve this for b. So 2 equals 1 times 2 is 2 plus b. Get b by itself by subtracting 2. Oops, that was sloppy. To get 0 equals b. So b is 0. So when I go to rewrite my equation again in this form, I know my slope is 1. So 1x is just x. Plus b, which was 0. So plus nothing. So my equation is just y equals x. For number 3, it says parallel, so I know my slope is going to be 3. And again, I want it to be in slope-intercept form, so it'll look like this. In this case, my y was negative 4, my slope was 3, my x was 2, don't know my b. Get negative 4 equals 3 times 2 is 6, plus b. Get b by itself by subtracting 6 to the other side to get negative 10 equals b. So when I go to make my equation, again in this form, m was 3, x, and then b, so negative 10. So the equation y equals 3x minus 10. Now perpendicular, there's a bit more work to it, so I'm going to do 5 and 6. Number 5 says perpendicular. Anytime it's perpendicular, I want the slope to be the complete opposite. So that includes the sign. So my slope was 1/8. So I know it's going to be negative because the opposite of positive is negative. And the opposite of 1/8 is 8. So my slope is negative 8. Again, we're going to have it in this form. My y was negative 5. My m negative 8. My x was 1. Don't know b. So negative 5 equals negative 8 plus b. Add 8 to the other side to get b by itself to get 3 equals b. So when I go to write my equation, again in this form, m was negative 8, b was 3, so plot plus 3. Number 6, this time my slope was 1. The opposite of 1 is negative 1. If it was, for example, if my slope was 2, the opposite of 2 would be negative 1/2, so keep that in mind. Here, negative 1 over 1 is still just negative 1. So if it was like 3, it would be negative 1/3. If it was 4, negative 1/4, so the complete opposite. So again, putting it in this form, my y was negative 1, my m was negative 1, my x was 4, don't know b. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. Add 4 to the other side to get b by itself to get 3 equals b. So go to write it in slope-intercept form. My slope was negative 1, so that's negative x. B was 3, so plus 3. Okay, so again, it's up to you if you want to continue working through these problems. But I did include the answer key in case if you do. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me.